and welcome to another episode of ESPNcricinfo Gloves Off. The topic that we're debating today is, do Pakistan hold an edge over India at the Asia Cup in the absence of Virat Kohli? I'm Nikhil Nas, and joining me, two gentlemen to debate this subject. With me, Dasgupta, a man who always wore gloves when he was out on the cricket field. I don't think he ever went to the cricket field without gloves, either as a wicket keeper or as a batsman. The other man in Saqlain Mushtaq ensured that the batsmen didn't wear their gloves too often because he sent them back to the pavilion very, very quickly. Okay, our first segment is called First Flat. There are only 3 rules to look after, so the two gentlemen can listen to me. Firstly, ensure that your answer is just 30 seconds long. Also, don't interrupt the other while he's talking. And the third and the most important rule, don't come out of those windows and land a punch on each other. Be careful about that. So who's going to start first? I think we'll take the batting order into account. So Deep, being an opener, go ahead. Your 30 seconds start now.
Fantastic. All right. Yes, Indian team will miss Virat, and he's a huge part of this team. He's the captain. He's the best batsman in the world, arguably so. So yes, he will be missed. But does India lose the edge? I don't think so, because you have someone like Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, who's been fantastic in white ball cricket, and you also have the others like Raidu's coming in, Manish Pandey's coming in, and I was looking at some numbers. India's top 3 has scored around 70% in the last few years. Yes, Virat has been an important part, but let's not forget Rohit and Shikhar also contributed massively in that.
All right, time up. We'll get you a chance to talk about those stats in detail a little later. Saqlain, your 30 seconds start now.
We've just mentioned that Virat will be missed massively. Now he's giving that information that definitely Pakistan have an edge over India, because the world number 1, he's not there. The best runs chaser, he's not there. Number 1 in the world ranking, he's not there. The great pillar of Indian batting lineup, he's not there. So many things, he's not there. Definitely, Pakistanis will have edge over India in this Asia Cup.
Okay, the two of you have given your opening statements. We now know where you stand in this particular debate, but now you'll get an opportunity in the second segment, which we call Trading Blow, where you get to counter each other. Okay, so in this second segment, both debaters get to counter each other. First question, Deep, I'll start. I'll pose it to you. Saqlain mentioned there, the fact that you mentioned that Virat Kohli will be missed is a sort of an admission that Pakistan hold the edge. Has he understood you correctly?
No, he hasn't actually, because yes, if you still miss Sachin Tendulkar, you miss Kapil Dev, you miss Sunil Gavaskar, but they're not there. So what you have is your playing 11. So now the point is whether playing 11 is good enough or not. Now take a small example, Sri Lanka, he took a break against Sri Lanka. India won that series under Rohit's captaincy. Rohit got a double 100 in that game, and the guy who actually played at number 3, Shreyas Iyer, in 2 games, he actually got 2 scores of 50. I think he got an 80 or something. So you have enough resources in India, in the Indian squad, apart from Virat Kohli, I think, who can make a difference and will make a difference.
Deep, actually, again, you are saying that India will miss that. I think this is a big statement. If you are missing someone, the number 1 in the world, the best, to chase the run, chase the total.
Right, but I also said something else there. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I also said something that we will miss him, but we also have enough resources that will make sure that you don't.
Rahul Pandya, Shikhar Dhawan. If you see Rahul Dhawan, Shikhar Dhawan, Pandya, they just came back from the long tour from England, and I think probably they must be tired.
Absolutely, and not a tour that I want to remember. But I think this is a different ball game. This is you're talking about a one-day cricket where I think both these names that you mentioned, Hardik.
Let me tell you, Indian batting lineup heavily rely on Virat. When Virat is in there, actually it sparks to all the batting lineup. The whole batting lineup revolves around the Virat Kohli.
Let's not forget there's someone called MS Dhoni, who's by far been the best finisher, arguably again, in the world has ever seen. So you still have MS Dhoni, who's got a lot of firepower still left in his belly. You have the youngsters, because mind you, India's number 4 batsman is not decided as yet. So people like Raidu, Manish Pandey, they'll be fighting for a place there. So there's a lot of firepower. There's a lot of motivation for everyone to do well.
Dave, Dave, thank you very much to convincing me, but you're
Okay.
still not convincing me. With 23% of the runs
Yeah,
made by
Virat.
great, the legend Virat Kohli.
No, fair
I mean, how
enough.
you can say
because
that,
he was
you know?
batting at number 3. Now, anyone else who would bat at number 3. I give you a small example. Shreyas Iyer batted at number 3 in one series. He got 250s. And now if I take those
Just
numbers,
one series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he does not get to bat because Virat is batting.
Let me tell you one thing. Let
Yeah.
me interrupt you again here. If you ask the question to the Pakistani bowlers,
Yeah.
Virat Kohli he's not in the squad. He's not there. He's having rest.
Yeah.
Ask them. They'll be sleeping
I
like
agree.
babies.
I agree.
We have less pressure on us because Virat is not there, and indirectly, Pakistani batsmen, they will have a bit more ease that Virat Kohli is not there, and they are not putting so much, pressure on the whole unit of Pakistan.
That's only psychological,
Now,
and
again,
you know
you
it
are
as well
giving-
as anyone
now,
else
again- now,
that it
again,
boils
you are
down to
saying
what you do on the
psychological.
field.
This cricket is all about psychological. If the world number one is not there, the main pillar is not there, psychological, we are having edge over India.
Okay, this has been even, Stephen, as far as the second round is concerned. But we've got another one coming in now. We're going to involve someone else. Those are the other stakeholders of cricket, the fans, in our next segment called Time Out. We've heard both sides of the argument, for and against, and now we're going to get a neutral view. We've got Yash now joining us from Mumbai. He's been listening to the arguments. Yash, what's your opinion?
So I completely agree with Deep when he says that India is not as reliant on Virat Kohli as everyone thinks it is. This is because even without Virat Kohli, we have a really strong lineup going forward. We have, on the batting side, we have Rohit Sharma, who has an average of 45. He's really someone to look out for, considering he also has the world record for the highest number of double centuries scored in the ODI format. Next there is MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni is arguably the best wicketkeeper batsman there is in the world, and he has a very sharp cricketing brain, and his inputs will be invaluable. We also have Manish Pandey. He hasn't been a regular in the limited over format yet. However, I think this tournament could really be it's really a place where Manish Pandey could shine as a player and show what he's worth.
I totally disagree with the fan and obviously with Deep as well. And I said that when Deep was trying to convincing me, I think Pakistan, India, without Virat Kohli, definitely wouldn't be actually. Wouldn't be doing the same kind of things, like run chase or setting the total. It won't be easy for them without Virat Kohli.
Fair enough. I mean, you have your opinion, but having said that, Saqlain bhai, I still think this is much more than Virat. Indian team is much more than Virat. Yes, Virat is a great player, but as I mentioned before, and I agree with the fan, and what else do I say? Yeah.
Okay, we'll wrap up this particular segment because there's one more segment to go where both our analysts will get the final chance to end this matter. That's called the knockout take. Alright, in this particular segment, both Deep and Saqlain, you get your final words to say. So say whatever you want to say right now, or then forever hold your silence on this subject. Okay, Deep, go ahead.
That's not happening. I'm not holding my silence even after this. But having said that, listen, I disagree principally on a team sport where somebody is saying the team is all about one person. We're talking about a team sport, 11 of them. And I believe, yes, Virat is a great batsman, but there is enough resources out there, and I principally disagree. If Indian team is as good as it is, it can't be because of one guy. It has to be because it's a good unit, irrespective if one person is playing or not.
Saqlain.
Look, definitely I agree on that. This is a team game.
I've won it.
India,
He agrees with me.
No, I didn't agree. What you want me to say. I agree it's a team game. I agree. Pakistan and India, it's a pressure game. And I think if you see in Pakistan, in Indian batting or Indian unit, Virat is a warrior. He actually absorbs all the pressure. He leads from the front. And the guys, those are behind him, they get less pressure. He makes the things easier for the whole team. When he's in there while defending this total, actually he makes everyone to fight to win.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that, gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining us. You heard it from the two analysts. If you've got an opinion, do leave a comment on this particular subject. We'd love to hear from you. That's all that we have for you on this particular episode of ESPN Cricinfo. Gloves off. Thanks so much for watching.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.